Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the third-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. NC State will kick it off to get us underway. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Buckeyes offense will be the first up today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Sims. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Crucial third down play after that completion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They look to throw it here on second down. He flips it to the back across the middle. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking to throw. It's Sims. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And the returner is brought down. So NC State's offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They'll hand it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain. NC State comes to the line quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or 2.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Team makes its way onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They had a long drive going last time, but it's stalled, looking to reach the end zone in this possession. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a run. Running back's got it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Not much on that play. Brought down short. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. It's Sims. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. When the tackle is made, the screen pass there produces a solid gain. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place, just the right time.
timeout as the coach wants the officials to take another look. He thinks he might have a shot at getting this overturned. So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. He goes down. The first quarter will end on that sack. So far, it's NC State on top, Kurt. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching your head. You had him at second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, you just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
The defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to scramble. He's found some room at the 45. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Sims. There's a shot toward the end zone. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. The Buckeyes will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down.
Well, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll run it from the gun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. NC State comes to the line quickly. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's when you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Ball handed off. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the 1st down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
A quick throw out left, complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
They get just enough for the 1st down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the 1st down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, how exciting has this 1st half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And there's the point after. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. are coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Over the middle, but it's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. NC State comes to the line quickly. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver.
Down he goes, a sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
Sack on 1st down. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback dropping back. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Defense makes the stop after the completion. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. From the shotgun. Drops back looking for an open man. And the junior gets home making a sack there.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Now it's a very high kick straight up in the air. coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go.
The ball is picked off. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The offense going with the hurry out. They'll run it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. NC State comes to the line quickly. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. NC State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Can he get there on the ground? That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return begins inside the 10. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one, and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down here for this offense. Big throw caught on the left side. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. 2nd down after that previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
One of the great things about this offensive scheme is how they spread the defense out, put a lot of pressure on them because they create a lot of space in the middle. They've been able to get the ball to this slot receiver time and time again.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. It's Sims. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility of what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. And now the handoff. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Another handoff to him on second and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. That puts them on top in the second half.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. They're looking for the end zone here, no doubt. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here's a handoff on a counter. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. NC State comes to the line quickly. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that one is incomplete. They tried a deep ball with time running out in the third quarter, but it doesn't work. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw again. Receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you gotta try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
Third and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive? Ball handed off. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. He made good on his last attempt, but this one is from 45 yards out. And he knocks that one right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. On the play. Second down. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Here we go.
A pre-snap motion from the offense. It's a draw play. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Offside defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Now it's second down here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Looking downfield, it's Sims. The ball is caught. Fighting him off. Then the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
It's a shotgun run call. Some hard running there through a tackle. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
The Buckeyes offense is on the move now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And then first down, right back to the running game. The running back has been busy today, but not much to show for it. The defense all over him again.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. will take a timeout while they check it out. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And they finally stop him, but a decent game that time.
Chris, at least there's some positive yards there from this run game. It hasn't been pretty today. It's really, to me, kept them out of finding any kind of offensive rhythm. Now, they have the lead, but it's despite this offense not necessarily having their best day.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. Receiver in motion now. The back's got it. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
He'll hand it off. Waits through the tackler.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Now they try to run it here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion? The clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
They'll toss it to the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw complete to the tight end. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change.
Touchdown, North Carolina State, to take the lead in the final minute.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to, can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go?
PAT is good. They take a 3-point lead here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with. Do they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. He grabs it inside the 20. The offense signals for timeout, 28 seconds remaining on the clock.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a 1st and goal just inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
You just love to see this when the game is on the line. This offensive line does a great job of executing up front, giving this back just enough room to be able to get into the end zone and give them the lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT up and good. So the lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. So here we go. Time for a couple of plays. They can try to get it closer before taking a shot at the end zone. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks like he's going to run it. Gets some space around the 30. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
We've got to get points quickly here. Looking for explosive plays right now. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he's just going to go down as the time runs out in this ballgame. Well, a A really entertaining game. It came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.